So I know that last time was supposed to be the last time, but I didn't cancel my card in time. So here is the fourth and final barrel and blade review. Okay, you guys have seen probably the other three. I've been less than impressed with barrel and blade. I was going to cancel it after my third one. I didn't cancel the card in time, and they charged me and sent me a fourth one. And I'm glad they did. I'm glad they did, because this box, July's box, highlights exactly how crappy their products are. And I know it's not their products, they didn't make them, but how crappy the stuff is that they pick out. And this one has actually made me angry. Now, I wasn't going to do one for this. I've had it for a few weeks now. I wasn't going to do a barrel and blade this month because, number one, you guys had already closed the books on it. Like I said that last one was going to be my last one. I didn't know this was going to happen, so I wasn't going to do one. That was first and foremost. And then I saw a couple people doing the unboxing of this and praising the products that are in it. And it doesn't matter if it's a cheap or expensive product. I'm going to tell you the truth about it, and I'm always honest in my reviews. If I tell you I think something's junk, it's good reason. If I tell you I think something's good, even if it's cheap, and cheaply priced, there's good reason for it. And this barrel and blade box, I don't even know where to start. Actually, I do know where to start. The best thing that's in the box, this, their boxes tend to have like one redeeming quality. There's a knife in one, or it was a tourniquet in another. So like there's always that one redeeming thing that kind of makes you go, well, at least it wasn't a total failure. And that's this pistol, Drago Gear pistol carrying bag. It's not bad. It fits in Glock 19. Just to give you a size reference, the 19X with light on it is pretty tight in here, but got to see decent material. Extra zipper here, kind of a padded inside, and I don't know what this D-ring's for, but it's for something. This is the one redeeming thing. So they also gave me a pistol lanyard. Now these are something that if you military guys have probably seen, something along these lines. But basically it's a retention lanyard for your pistol. The military pistols have historically had a lanyard loop in it. The Glock 19X has a lanyard loop in it, but that does not mean I'll be using this lanyard. It seems of decent construction. I will say that it seems of decent construction. Nobody uses them anymore, but they seem of decent construction. I'm sure there's somebody out there that's glad to have a lanyard. I'm not that person, but it is what it is. It's a pistol pack. This month is like pistol something or another. I don't really care. So they did give you a pistol thing. The Condor belt, the Condor duty belt. This thing is a complete hunk of garbage. What is the one thing any gun belt or duty belt needs to be? Forget about the material, nylon or leather or whatever, scuba webbing. What is the one thing, what is the one quality any duty belt or gun belt needs to have? It needs to be rigid, needs to be stiff, right? Yeah, it looks stiff when you have it, adjusted down to, an infant toddler size, right up until you do this and find out it's made of paper mache. These things are a flaming hunk of garbage. I have one sitting on the table over here that I was playing with once. I think I bought it for like $1 somewhere. There's one on a vest over here, that piece of garbage, all-in-one green vest from the second line gear. It came with one. I think I got another one in the closet because they just come with all kinds of things. It's sort of the thing that just people throw away. I would never, ever, 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 ever suggest somebody wear this belt. for any reason whatsoever, other than maybe, possibly, could be the inside belt of a battle belt, one of the outside of the waist padded battle belts. They seem to work okay with that as long as your battle belt has some stiffness to it to make up for the absolute flimsy crap design this thing has. Now, don't get me wrong, I like Condor stuff. I think Condor makes a lot of good stuff. This isn't one of them. Now this last thing, now mind you, I had the $49.99 box, and then there's a $99.99 box. Or is it $99, whatever. This last thing. This last thing is something that makes me mad, because so I could almost see the argument of somebody saying that this belt is decent for some things, right? Like I said, for the inside of a battle belt or something like that. Has Velcro on the inside, has belt keepers. You could belt keeper it to a stiffer belt and maybe get away with it. But this is like first gen duty belt stuff. This is not a good belt. But like I said, I can almost stomach the thought of somebody making an argument that this is an okay belt. There is no argument for this next piece, and that is the Tornado holster. These are dangerous. I don't allow them in my class. If somebody shows up with one of these, they sit down. They are difficult to use. They tear at the seams pretty often. They flop around on your leg a lot. These leg straps have a little give, maybe. I mean, that's like it. But the leg straps have no elasticity to them. Who puts a damn magazine on their same side? I know people that put like flashlights in there, but nonetheless, it has the double retention, like the really difficult to snap, and then this piece of Velcro that comes back around if you can get it on there just right to do that, and then it's impossible to get your gun out quickly. That's awesome. Really, I mean, when you think about like how difficult can I make it to retrieve my firearm, Condor did a great job at it. These very stiff buckles or belts or whatever the hell you want to call this snap thing routinely get caught up in trigger guards, which, as you well know, if you've ever seen I Just Shot Myself in the Leg, Tex Grebner, you know exactly what I'm talking about. He wasn't using a holster like this, but nonetheless, that's the result. And again, they're shitty craftsmanship. These seams rip regularly. The nylon doesn't hold its shape. It's just, there is 101 problems with them, with these holsters, and not one redeeming quality. And again, I don't allow them in my classes. And this is the garbage that made me go, that if this dumpster fire is what they're handing out as holsters, I don't ever want to do anything with this company again. These are pretty horrible. And that is my review of the last and final barrel and blade piece of shit box I'll ever buy.